Hey guys, I just want to give you a little update. I am still currently working on Oogie Boogie Bash and Not Scary Farm, so it's just taking me a while. I just had a little issue with my big camera, which is the Sony FX30. I recently updated the firmware and just to get shutter angle, which shutter angle is awesome, let me tell you. But I thought I was having an issue with how everything was focusing, and everything that I took was like super dark. So I wasn't really happy with it, but I was trying to make the best of it. And I wasn't saying I was completely done with the Oogie Boogie Bash, but I had a good start to it. The beginning I really liked, and I was just afraid to change it. I was just going to go with it because I mean, some of the colors, they look really good, but most of the scenes were like dark, and I didn't like that. So then when I did Not Scary Farm using the same camera, my FX30, a lot of the scenes were just dark, and I'm just like, what's going on? Because on my screen and even during the playback, it looked good, but then when I processed it and then put it through, everything was dark again. So I'm there trying to lighten everything up and everything, and it just wasn't coming out. Like, it would be all grainy, it just didn't look good. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And so I went back to the original files and I looked at them. I go, oh. So when I process the files on my FX30, I'm processing them so I can get like how can I say it? Almost like gimbal-like footage, to where you don't have any of the shakiness of a handheld camera. So I just wanted to like make it as smooth as possible. But what I forgot was that I was baking in a LUT, which is, you know, short for a level up table. So I was putting on Rec 709. I know if you guys don't know this, the Rec 709 is basically like industry standard color, you know. So I was putting it on that, baking it in as I processed it, and it just made everything dark. I mean, the colors look good, but I mean, the scenes, you couldn't see anything. So what I did was I had to reprocess everything, took out the LUT, and then just had it like plain, and then I had to go in and colorize everything, you know, reprocess it, not colorize, but color grade everything, and then bring it up to snuff. So what I had to do was, when I looked at the Not Scary Farm footage, everything looked good. It like brightened up, like you could see things that you normally couldn't see. And so I contemplated on tearing apart all my footage from Oogie Boogie Bash. And I go, you know what? I owe it to you guys to put out the best quality that I can when I take these shots, because, you know, I'm not saying that I'm trying to be the quality king here, but I want to be satisfied with it just like you guys are satisfied with watching the videos. You know, I like the quality, the clarity, the color. So that's, you know, I couldn't compromise on that. So I went ahead and reprocessed the footage on Oogie Boogie Bash and had to tear apart my whole editing, whatever. I mean, like I said, it wasn't much, but, you know, I'd rather catch it before I'm like deep into it, and then, you know. So anyway, the footage looks 100% better. It doesn't have like the depth of color that I'm looking at, but you guys won't really notice the difference, to be honest. I know you guys probably wouldn't notice the difference anyway. You probably said, oh wow, it looks good. But, you know, knowing that I put out something that I could have improved before I did that, yeah, I couldn't live with myself with that. So I went ahead and I reprocessed it. I'm happy with it now. And so I'm putting it together. I have more motivation to put it together, whereas before I just didn't want to do it. I was like, the footage, why is it so dark? You know, you can't see anything, you know. So now I got it corrected, so I'm going to be working on that. In the meantime, I'm recording other footage, so I've got stuff to do during the week when I come home from work. So kind of like this weekend, I took some time off. I was going to go to, not Spooky Farm, but at the last minute decided not to go, only because I just wanted to, you know, catch up on some things. I still got to like do stuff for my house and all that stuff, you know, so I'm doing some of that. I've already filled up a trash can full of stuff that should have been thrown away a long time ago. And I'm just going through that because, you know, sometimes you have to go through things in life, and, you know, if you're depressed or whatever, or, you know, however you want to go, it also starts with your home, how your home looks. Because if your home kind of looks like crap, then you need to fix it. Okay. So I'm just like going through some things that I thought I would need and use, but I'm not actually doing that. I'm actually just like keeping it for whatever reason. Call it laziness, call, you know, not willing to throw stuff out. I'll tell you a story about that. Okay. You know, before I used to keep everything all like nice and neat and stuff like that. But had this certain toy. It was from, I don't know if you guys remember Micronauts. You know, those of you that do, you know, just leave a comment down below if you remember Micronauts. But, you know, me and my brother, we used to have like these Micronauts that they had. I think they weren't long lived. I think they were out for like a year or two. And then, you know, they just got rid of it, I guess, because there was a safety issue. Because, like, you know, I had this one character that was all magnetic. You know, he had the arms and the head that you can just rip off, and his legs you can rip off. But he had these fists that when you clicked like a little lever or button, they shot out. So what happened, I guess some kids choked on it. And so the new ones that came out, they had to glue the hands to the arm so they don't shoot out anymore, so the kid won't choke on it. Man, I tell you, man, parents have got to be more responsible. You know, I could say that now, but so it changed the whole thing. And I guess, you know, people that had bought the toys before, they wanted the hands to shoot out, and since they didn't do that, well, now they weren't buying the product, so I guess they weren't making it anymore, which was a shame. They were fun toys anyway. So continue on with my story of, you know, why I keep things. I had one of the characters like out and stuff like that, but I didn't take everything out of the box. And then I wound up throwing the box away. And then I kept looking, and I'm like, where did this stuff go? This has this, because I had a white knight and a black knight. The black knight had everything, but the white knight didn't. So I kept looking at what happened, and then I figured it out. I didn't take everything out of the box, and I threw it away. So I didn't have everything for the white knight. So there, you know, kind of like get freaked out, like if I don't make sure that everything's out of the package. So then I wind up saving it just in case. Well, you know, if I don't do anything with it and keep saving it, it just keeps building up, it piles up. Even though I took everything out, it's still there. So that's kind of like, I guess I traumatized myself. So now I'm just trying to get over all that and just, you know, not become materialistic, I guess you could say. So I try to, you know, make sure that stuff's taken out, and then, like, you know, I check a couple of times, and then I finally just throw the box out, you know, I'm thinking I don't need it. And so, you know, that's what happens. I wind up keeping stuff longer than I should, and it just piles up. So now I'm just going through stuff, and I just contemplate, do I really need this, or should I just get rid of it? I mean, there's stuff that is collectible. I'm trying to like go through it, and, you know, if it's worth trying to sell it, I'll sell it. And if it's not, then, you know, I might get rid of it. Anyway, but that's what I'm doing, is just I'm trying to clear out some of the clutter in my home. And sometimes, you know, I have to sacrifice some time, because there's only, you know, so many hours in a day. You spend like 8 of it sleeping, and then the other 16, what do you do with it? So what do you guys do with your time? Do you guys like spend your time in front of TV playing video games, or do you like actually go out and do stuff, go to theme parks, ride rides, try all the foods? I mean, what do you guys do? You know, leave comments down below, and you know, that way you kind of get ideas, like you get that feeling like you're not alone. Do you actually like sit in front of the TV and watch Lifetime movies? Sometimes I get stuck on that on the weekends. But anyway, I digress. So I'm trying to get those, I'm trying to get everything edited and put out in a timely manner. So hopefully I can release the Oogie Boogie Bash at least by Monday. You know, I might release this video that I'm shooting right now probably around the same time, maybe before or after, I'm not sure. And then, you know, just keep working on other things. I've been filming like some short stuff, some, you know, where I try out certain foods or whatever, like, you know, the Coca-Cola flavored Oreos. I try to do that one before I did this video, just to get that out there. And yeah. But also I want to kind of go into a little thing of, I've got this. This is the new DJI Osmo Action 5 camera. So it is an action camera, just came out last week. And you know, do you guys want me to review it? And so you know what it's like. I know most people question whether it has good low light or not. I'm not going to really get technical on it. I leave that to the nerdy techs like Potato Jet or maybe Gerald Undone, but I don't think he does action camera. I think he does like the big cameras only. So I'm just going to go and just show you footage, what I think about it, if it's good. You know, this would be like my first like product review, which I paid for this with my own money. DJI is not going to sponsor it. You know, I'm not asking them to sponsor it. I'm just want to go ahead and review it. And, you know, if you guys like are looking for a camera or something because you want to start YouTube, or you're looking for something that, you know, you might use in your repertoire for YouTube, maybe this might be it. So what I want to do with this camera is I want to try it going to Not Scary Farm to see how well it does in low light. I know it probably won't do well in the mazes, but I just want to see what it does. And there's also a cage. I don't know if you could see the lettering on there. It's by Small Rig. I saw this on a Potato Jet video where he uses that, and I think it's like pretty neat. It fits really tight because it's supposed to fit the Osmo Action 4, which I also have, and that fits in really nice. So, but the reason I got it was for the side here, because that comes down where you can get to the battery and the memory card, so you don't have to completely take it out of its own plastic cage. I thought that was neat. And then you can just cinch it back together like that, and it's magnetic. And also you can put the magnetic clip on here that DJI supplies with it. So you can basically mount it like this and have like a vertical shot. So it's also the same on the bottom where you can do horizontal. And what I also like, it does include the 1/4 inch screws, so you can mount it to like a tripod or something. So if you guys are interested in a review on this, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to try to give you all the angles. If you have any questions about it, just leave it in the comments on what you might want to know, and then I can go ahead and investigate it for you before you make the purchase on it. All right, so this is just an update to try to let you guys know I am working on stuff. I got a lot of backlog of videos that I need to do and catch up on, and I'm doing my best to catch it. I'm just trying to concentrate more on my new position at work, because to me that's important. I need to like make sure that I secure the job, and you know, I could just do it without thinking about it, and then I can concentrate on other things. Right now I'm concentrating on stuff like this, and I'm not thinking about the job. Yeah, that's bad. I have to reverse that. I have to think about the job first, because that's my money maker. That's what's gonna pay the rent, put food on the table, pay the expensive utilities here in California. Damn, you know, when I'm having to pay almost a $700 electric bill. You know, kind of need that job to cover all that, because like, you know, YouTube, I'm not getting paid for YouTube right now. So, and you know what, I'm just growing my channel organically. That's why you haven't heard me say, please like, please subscribe. I haven't said anything like that. I let you guys decide on your own. If you like my channel, then you go ahead and do the appropriate thing. You either like the channel, subscribe, or do both. But those that do, thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. It does help my video go up, you know, on the chain. That way more people get to watch it and enjoy the video if they like it, or, you know, if they don't like it, they're going to give me the great, you know, thumbs down. You know, everybody has their opinion, and everybody has a right to that opinion, and I'm not going to, like, you know, make you change your mind on that. If you don't like what you see, you don't like what you see. And I'm not going to say, you know, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't care. You know, if you guys watch it, great. If you don't watch it, same thing, great. You know, I do this for myself. It is almost like therapy. You know, it's like it gets me going, gets me talking, gets me to go places. You know, it's like if I didn't do this, I'd probably just be sitting at home watching Lifetime movies. Maybe playing with the dogs a little bit. But, you know, at my age, I need to get out more. I need to experience more in life, you know, instead of just wasting it. That's the one thing you guys shouldn't do. You shouldn't waste your life. You should just do stuff that you love to do, you know, do stuff that you want to do, and, you know, just live your life, man. Don't waste it. Don't sit in front of, you know, the computer all day. Don't sit in front of the TV all day. Get out, get some experiences, because you know what? That's like a dying thing. You know, people would rather live vicariously through others, and that's not what life's about. You gotta live your life, guys. You just gotta get out there, experience it for yourself. You just can't let my point of view be part of your life. You know, you want to let my point of view kind of like get you motivated to go experience it for yourself. You know, like Knott's Scary Farm. You know, I know some people, they don't go because they're afraid, but you know what? Go out there and experience it. Yeah, you might get scared a few times, but if you take the time and talk to the scare actors, they'll talk to you back, and you can go ahead and just do like a skit, and it's a blast, and you'll have a good time. And you know, if they enjoy your company, they're just going to go ahead and just scare you a little bit or talk to you a little bit more. You know, it's just like it's like a give and take. You know, you give them something, they take it, and then they give it right back to you. Okay, that's life. That's how it goes. You know, it's a give and take. It's not just like the way it is now. It's not just a take. You know, and you expect, you know, other people are going to expect you to give back, and when you don't, they're going to get mad, because all you're doing is just take. That's the way our society is going right now. It's just take. You know what? You got to give some love back, guys. You can't just take everything. You can't be 100% take. It's got to be a 50-50 thing. You can't just, you know, you can't expect people to like you if all you do is you just take stuff. Nope. You gotta like, you know, give a little love, get a little love. That's the way it goes. All right, guys. Well, I kind of rambled on. I probably lost the subject of this video anyway, but I am working on stuff. I am getting it ready. I just wasn't satisfied with the quality that my camera was put out. I kind of regret getting that firmware into my camera because I can't take it out. But you know what? It looks really good. The motion on there looks natural. Shutter angle, baby, shutter angle. And if you guys don't know what that is, just imagine an umbrella, okay? It's all black and it's spinning in front of the sensor. So if you have an angle of 180 that you put on there, then what happens is half of that umbrella is going to allow light in. So as it spins, you're getting some light in. Okay, I don't know any other way. That's how they're explaining to me. Whereas you do a shutter, it's actually like almost like a flicker that you get of light. and it's kind of trying to mimic like something going in front of the camera. That would be a shutter. This is a shutter, whereas the other one, it's spinning around, and it'll block the camera and let the light in, kind of like this. Okay, that's shutter angle, and it mimics the natural movement. So that's why it looks really good. And then I don't have to worry about it. I just worry about the ISO, how much light I'm going to let in, and the aperture, how much light I'm going to let in. I don't have to worry about shutter speed, and then the way the motion would kind of like blur, or even the lights flickering, or getting some banding. I did get some banding, but it wasn't too bad. It was tolerable. But yeah, I'm telling you, that shutter angle, the natural movement, everybody, and it didn't look like the camera like was blurring out, because like in dark scenes, you have to slow down that shutter speed to let more light in, and when that happens, you get that blur motion, and it just seems weird. Where a shutter angle, you don't get that at all. So I was quite happy with that. All right, guys. Thank you guys for understanding about me trying to get some of the content out. I'm doing my best, but I'm still trying to concentrate more on my job, and then trying to filter out thinking about like YouTube and making content. So I'm kind of battling here, but thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and thank you for liking what you see. Thank you for subscribing. All my subscribers, thank you. I love you so much. You guys have a great weekend, and have a good night.